Alright guys, firstly we have Akali's new passive, Assassin's Mark. Hitting a champion with any of your spells causes a circle to form around where the enemy was hit. Running any distance out of the circle causes your next auto attack to be empowered, dealing bonus magic damage, gaining double the attack range, and restoring 10 energy. Next up, Akali's new Q, 5-point strike. Akali's new Q does magic damage in an AoE cone, slowing enemies at the tip of her Q, as you can see in her spell's range indicator. If her Q is cast at full energy, she gets a very useful heal. The slow in Akali's Q can also be very useful towards activating her passive. And now, onto Akali's new Shroud. Akali's Shroud has received significant changes in comparison to the previous iteration, in some ways for the better, in some ways for the worse. Akali's new Shroud drops a spreading cover of smoke that expands throughout its time being active and can now morph and mix into whatever terrain it's near as it expands around it. It now also restores energy instead of costing energy. Akali can now also leave and re-enter the smoke a few times to extend the duration of her Shroud by just a small amount. Oh, and did I mention one thing? Nothing can reveal Akali in Shroud now. No pin cords, no Lee Sin Q or Kaisa W or Morgana ult, not even turrets can reveal Akali in her Shroud now. And I know what you're thinking, that's like ridiculously overpowered, right? Well, with these new buffs, there are also clear nerfs to her new Shroud. The Shroud duration is down from 8 seconds to 5, she no longer has a blink on her Shroud, her movement speed buff within the Shroud is down from 100% at rank 5, and there is no longer a 30% slow to enemy champions within the Shroud. So is this new Shroud better? Depends on the situation. With the new Akali and her new kit, I would say it definitely is better. Now for Akali's E, Shuriken Flip. Akali shoots out a Shuriken, or as I like to say Ninja Star, dealing physical damage and marking the enemy it hits. If she marks a target, she is then able to dash to them, dealing the same amount of damage again. Throwing out her Shuriken causes her to flip backwards, which can be used to dash over small walls or other terrain for a quick escape or to even secure a kill. If Akali's E hits part of her Shroud, she marks the Shroud and can dash to that as well for even more outplay potential. And conveniently, Akali's backwards flip she gets from casting her E works perfectly with activating her passive. And finally, Akali's new ultimate, renamed Perfect Execution. Akali's new ultimate consists of 2 dashes that don't require you to target anything, meaning you can ult over walls, into the Fog of War, or wherever else you want to. The first dash from her ultimate does flat physical damage to all targets hit, and does a very brief micro stun to each target hit. The second dash executes, dealing flat magic damage, plus a significant amount of bonus magic damage based off of the target's missing health. Alright guys, now that we finished up with the spells, let's get on to the actual gameplay. I managed to get in several games with the Riot playtesting team, which are all mostly Diamond or higher players, so we've definitely managed to get a bunch of good clips for you guys, and I'm going to try to explain some of them, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the commentary.